So, today's fishing adventure was definitely one for the books. And not because I caught a monster fish. We got up nice and early. We made it to our fishing spot around 9 a.m., full of optimism and convinced today was going to be the day. Well, the day had other plans. Before we even got a line in the water, my friend headed down to the boat launch to fill up our bucket with water so that when we catch fish, we can take them home. Well, about halfway down, Gravity decided it wanted to go fishing too. She slipped and fell. Thankfully, she's okay. Just a few scrapes, and will probably turn into some impressive bruises and a headache. But luckily, I like to carry a mini pharmacy in my bag, so I had some Advil with me. After making sure that she was alright, we immediately invented what might be the greatest fishing innovation of 2026: the bucket rope. So, what's the bucket rope? Well, we tie rope to the bucket handle, we dip it into the water, and we scoop it back up with the rope. Now, I know it's not something that we invented. People have done it for the longest time, but for just today, it's going to be our greatest invention or innovation. So, no more risking life and limb on slippery boat launches. We now tie a rope to the bucket, lower it into the water, and it's like we're drawing water from an old village well and pull it back up. As they say, work smarter, not harder. Once the excitement settled down, it was finally time to fish. So for the first 3 hours, the perch apparently thought I was running an all-you-can-eat buffet. Cast after cast, I kept pulling them in. They weren't little dinks either. They were actually some pretty respectable perch. I started thinking maybe I'd unlocked some secret fishing superpower. Well, spoiler alert, I hadn't. For the next 4 hours, the fish collectively held a meeting and unanimously decided that they were going on strike. Cast, nothing. Cast, nothing. Nibble, psych! It was basically me donating worms to the river while questioning every life decision that brought me there. And then, just as dusk started rolling in, the fish must have clocked back in for their evening shift. Because I caught a couple of little rock bass, and they weren't exactly record breakers, they were fun to catch. Then came the highlight of my day. I hooked something I never caught before. And after a quick, what on earth is this, and a little Googling and asking friends, I discovered I'd caught my very first fall fish. It's long, skinny, and silver gray in color, and I swear it was covered in enough slime to moisturize the entire province of Ontario. It might not be everyone's dream catch, but to me, a new species is a new species. And that picture is absolutely getting printed, framed, and proudly displayed on my fishing wall of fame. Every species counts. Now, let's talk about the water, or what the water stole from me. Apparently, the river developed quite the sinker collection. Between snags and broken lines, I lost about 5 sinkers today. At this point, I'm convinced there's a fish down there decorating its living room with everyone's lost tackle. But hey, the water gave me 5 perch. I gave it 5 sinkers. I'd say that's a pretty fair trade. Although, I think I got the better deal. I also caught 1 or 2 gobies. And for anyone who doesn't know, gobies are invasive species that eat the eggs of the native fish. Because of that, you're not allowed to throw them back in the water, and you can't use them as bait either. The fines can be pretty hefty, and honestly, no fish is worth explaining to a conservation officer why you thought the rules didn't apply to you. Despite the slow afternoon and sacrifice of my sinkers to the fishing gods, today was honestly an awesome day. The weather was beautiful. My friend had a few of her friends meet us at the dock, so I got to meet some really nice people. And I was reminded once again why I love fishing so much. There's something about sitting beside the water, listening to the waves, and watching the sun slowly set that just makes everything else disappear. Now, sure, I didn't catch the fish of the lifetime today, but I did discover a new species. I accidentally helped invent the bucket rope, and I proved that the water has sticky fingers and made memories that will probably have us laughing for years to come. I'd call that a very successful day.